Hello, today we'll be present our Integrative Project. Our team is made of Luis Jair Miranda González, Gregorio Hernández Montes, Giovanni Ramos Carretero, and his server Ulises López Fernández. The name of our project is Geisel. We start.
First stage or prototype will be potato peeler. It is I make a medium, a small companies dedicated to the sales of chicks, as well as street vendors dedicated to the same business. The prototype has 10 16 aluminum pump, which allows us to work with a kind of food. Since it is a material for food grade use, this pan has an internal diameter of 30 centimeters by a length of 38.39 centimeters and 0.5 centimeters thick, which have us for a capacity of 2 kilograms of potato per cycle. On the walls it has 4 curved plates which contain abrasive material to help peel the potato which without damaging the quality of the potato. It also has a hole in the middle and another of 8.9 centimeters away from the center point. The first perforation is to insert the arrow that is welded with a circular plate of the same material with plates on top that has were angled to frictions and even more with the potato. Display will also have abrasive material on the top, as can be with in the image the that appears on the screen. An arrow 3 centimeters thick and 20 centimeters long will be used, which will be assembled with the circular plate to be welded. Item embedded grip. At the base of the pan will be installed a wall type stick. This anchor scrum and will support the arrow along with the plate. Apart from giving its stability, the main pattern will describe or protect it a little more.
Now, I will tell you a little more about our prototype. The fan will have two gates which will be activated by programming a PLC to put conditional that allows us to control the process. For example, the gates will be able to perform their function thanks to the help of an actuator, which in this case will be a pneumatic piston type SMC stroke of 15 millimeters. The condition will be that 3 times the 30-second elapse when the potatoes are peeled, the three-phase motor is deactivated and the piston is automatically activated. This will be done with the use of timer in the sure the engine use will 3 horsepower which will rotate at 1200 rpm so as not to impair the quality of the potato. The functions of the first gate will be get to potatoes already peeled out, and the second hatch will be to get the shell of potato. The contactors, motor wires, thermomagnetic switch, push button, 14 gauge cable, and light indicator will be used to make the force connection of the engine. The connection that will have delta start, and finally its base or structure will be cast in stainless steel.
Mathematical model. For getting the mathematical model, let's start with obtain the differential equation that describes the system. In this case, will be performed only the mechanical model. It is a common rotational system, so that the force that acting on the systems are the torque combined of the child to plate, which will be the input variable and the output will be the angular displacement. The other force that acting in the systems are the momentaneous of inertia and exists a damping force, and this is the displacement angular. Considering the three laws of Newton, the torque going to receive a force same to some of the other force in the system. However, it is important to consider the stiffness of the system. To use like a material aluminum alloy, its stiffness constant is 26.8 gigapascals. Based on the above, is obtained this equation. This is the equation differential. And to solve this equation, or start with the control model, we needed to obtain the moment initial, moment of the inertia. This is the moment of the inertia. So continues with that, we need to replace all values we have that we have. So continues with, we needed to transform or transport the equation. For this is must be past the dominion of Laplace. In this equation, we can to see that we know that the input is the torque and output is the angular displacement. So this is the output, this is the input. Substituting values gives in the g of s transfer function in open loop. This is the transfer function. In the image above you can see the code obtained, the pulse, and a graph where you can see that is critical damped. In addition, both poles are negatives, so you can infer that the system is stable. MATLAB offers a command with which it can be confirmed that a system is stable. So this is the common, and we obtained the one. If the result is 1, the system is stable. On the contrary, if 0, the system is unstable. In this graph, we can to see the poles.
Son las
The pole
10
is
de la noche, en
2.
punto.
This is all.
When you have a closed loop system means that the system gets a retro power supply. So now the transfer function will be defined by the next formula, considering a quick feedback HS1 and with a correction variable k you get simplifying you get the closed loop system block diagram is as follows. The images above show the geometric location of the peoples for a k between 0 and 24. Passing these values the system becomes unstable, so you have 0 k 24.